Okay, so the option button brings up a menu while you play music, where you can access things like play mode and some of the equalizer settings and the sound enhancement features. Actually, this is a rather stupid design choice because you can only access some of the equalizer settings in here, and the rest of them you have to go back into the main menu and then into music settings to access. So, and there's also a cover art browsing feature. It's not exactly the most useful thing ever, but it's nice if you like eye candy. You can also find some detailed information about songs and browse by that. And add to wish list, which is a feature I don't really know what's the point of. Apparently the manual says you can use this to buy music with compatible software. I don't really know why you would want to buy music you already own, since that's the only way you can use it, unless you have some subscription service, which I don't even know if it supports. I don't think so. And then you have the alarm and the sleep timer. The alarm basically turns the player on and starts playing music, while the sleep timer counts down and then shuts it off. So we can go into the FM radio menu. It has a rather decent FM radio, but you need to have your headphones plugged in as they act as an antenna. Let's see if you can get some sound. You can hear the difference if I pull out the headphones. And one of the maybe the most useful feature on this new model of the Sony players is that you can record from FM radio, and you can record in MP3 up to 160 kilobit per second, which is a rather decent file format and bitrate. So if you're a person who likes to listen to the radio, this player might serve you well, although the Cohen D2 can do the same thing, and it can also schedule recordings, as well as it has a DAB radio if you live in Europe. And of course the new soon HD has a HD radio if you live in the US, so I'm not sure if this is really the best radio player for anyone, if that's the main feature you're looking for. And you also have voice recording feature, which uses a microphone located on the bottom here. I tried it on a lecture, and well, if you're going to use this to record anything serious, you're going to be disappointed because it's more of a gimmick than anything else. I mean, the FM radio recording, that's actually useful, but considering the microphone quality and not the best resolution or sensitivity of the microphone, I don't think you're going to use this for recording anything important anytime soon. Okay, we have a few features left. Here's the photos. One thing that annoys me is that it picks up folders that's outside the photo folder. There's a photo folder in the or a picture folder in the main root folder, which should really be the only place it picks up photos, because when it picks them up from anywhere in the memory, it also picks up a lot of folders that contain album art when the album art isn't embedded in the file. So you have this is a Star Wars audiobook, and you can actually go and see the album art in the photo folder. So imagine if all your music has external album art, is going to be a rather cluttered here. So the videos. Well, one thing I want to point out is that there is no audiobook, no podcast feature on this player like this S640 had. And my main use for any player is playing podcast, so I was kind of disappointed, although the feature on the S630 wasn't really that useful anyways, but they should improve it, not remove it. So videos, you have the 2 test files that came with the player. There's some UEFA Cup, some rather random clip with some rather random ads. I don't know if you can see this on the video, but the viewing angle on this thing is actually quite bad. If you hold it straight towards your eyes, you're actually going to not get the best color representation. You need to tilt it a little bit towards it like this. So that's rather annoying. You also have the zoom settings and video rotation settings, which is not that often that you can find on a MP3 player, at least not one that's not a dedicated PMP. But to make up for having some nice features in there, Sony decided to go annoying on us with videos organizing features, because you can't well, it will pick up videos no matter where you put them, but you can make as many folders as you like, but they'll show up in one list anyway. So if you have movies and TV shows and music videos, they will all show up in one list, and not even alphabetically. They'll show up by the date you transferred them, so that's rather useless. I mean, if you have after you have 10-15 videos on here, you're going to get rather cluttered. So last, the settings menu. As I said, here you can see we have a couple of extra sound enhancement features that you couldn't find in the options menu that you access from the music playback screen, which is kind of dumb, because why put half the features or half the settings in there and hide the rest of the settings back here? So these aren't, well, I do use them, the clear bass feature on the equalizer, which is decent, but if you really want some nice sound enhancement on your player, you're going to want to go with a co-on player such as the S9 or D2 or whatever, because the BBE effects that the co-on players has is far better than anything that Sony has ever put in a player, although this is a lot better than some other players. So there isn't really much else in here. You can set the scan sensitivity and recording settings. As you can see, it's MP3 at 96, 128 or 160 kilobit per second. And in common settings, it's also lacking the theme settings and some of the things that the S630 had. The S630 also had the Sense Me function, which could which let you create playlists based on your mood, which was also rather a gimmick, but as I said, why remove it, why not improve it? So no themes on this one, you're stuck with the black and blue. So that's it. This is Sony S540. You can find the full review at anythingbutipod.com.